going on, Jeromes? Beautiful day for some Q&A. Thank you, everyone who submitted questions. Let's fire it up. First one is from Christian Augustine. Nailed it. Who's your dark horse to make the 53? So I got a couple crushes. All right, and up at the top at one is Silas Bolden. I think that the undersized Texas/Oregon State return man is going to make some noise, and yeah, he's going to have some competition there as well. Ty Felton out there returning kicks early on in training camp, as well as punts. Rondale Moore when he's fully healthy and ready to go. But I just feel like Bolden has a chance to secure both spots. And I just think that he's a lot of fun. And it's been a while since the Vikings have had like a scat back type player. It'd be good. Also, Logan Brown, the pride of Kansas / former Stupid Badger, got tossed off that team, but he's got size, had a draftable grade. And I think the fact that the Vikings, even though they do have some veteran backup tackles that they trust in Justin School, Brandel, who would get to, Walter Rouse has tackle flexibility. I mean, Logan Brown, I feel like can be that guy. Maybe success for Brian O'Neill in a couple years. Who knows? Hell, Brian O'Neill's going to play to 40. Like, he's going to go full on Jason Peters, who we're kidding. Also, Zamiah Vaughn in the secondary. So I feel like cornerback room, there's questions, sure, but there's a lot of answers. And I feel like Vaughn, just given his size and his range, made some big-time plays at OTAs. I feel like he will get a shot. And could be a dark horse for Mr. Mankato. Sorry, the of Egan. It'll be good. Next. Wesley White. Do you think Kevin O'Connell is so patient with young quarterbacks because of his time he had with the Pats and him getting cut? I think that, so first off, I think Kevin O'Connell is emotional, like EQ genius. Like any industry that he is in, well, he could be like a psychologist for a high performance, like performance coach. He could be a psychologist. He could be high school teacher, he could be guidance counselor, he could do all that stuff. I feel like he just understands people, right? And this is just his industry. I mean, he grew up as a quarterback, and obviously quarterbacks have their preferences of how they want to see things, how they want to be taught things, how they want to be addressed. And I feel like, so Connell bounced around from the Patriots, drafted in the third round out of San Diego State. Then he went to the Jets, as well as he spent some time with the Dolphins, and I think he's had a cup of coffee with the Chargers. So he saw a lot of coaches. He saw a lot of styles. The Jets is where he met Pettin, which is kind of funny. But I feel like he took the best of like Belichick, Rex Ryan, the other coaches, and also what not to do. I feel like Kevin McConnell is very smart with that. Plus, yeah, I'm sure that Belichick, Kevin, I think we're moving on. I'm sure it was like that. But, of course, famously on Hard Knocks, Mike Tannenbaum, who was then GM of the Jets, basically was very cold-blooded and very matter-of-fact when cutting Kevin O'Connell, but sort of is what it is. All right, so I think that emotional intelligence, he's genius in that department. Next, Brighton Jorgensen. Who do you think tight end 3 and running back 3 are going to end up being? So, tight end 3, I'm back on Bartholomew, even though he's on the PUP list, like mainly because of the hockey hair flow. I mean, that is tight. That is not a Pittsburgh haircut, but that's good. It's looking good. But I feel like it'll be some combination of Bart, Nesbitt, and Yursek. I mean, they're all like on an equal level playing field right now. So I think night practice, I think the preseason games are going to be really important for them. But also, Noah Fant, no. It's probably not going to be Noah Fant. Running backs wise, so Kevin O'Connell really went to the mat for Ty Chandler. Like really hyped him up unprompted. And I feel like he's going to get a fair shot. And consistency, and mainly pass blocking, right? As well as going up tempo, knowing your role in 2-minute drill. I feel like that's going to be key for Ty Chandler. And Chandler's 27, I believe. Like he was an older rookie coming in, but we'll always have that Cincy game in 2023, man. O'Connell even alluded to that too, which I think is funny. But of course, we know who the real running back 3 is going to be. Cam Akers, right? They might not even have to trade for him this year because I don't think that he's a lock to make the Saints roster, which kind of stinks because he's localish. I think he's from Mississippi. Also, I mean, the Saints are going to be bad. So it might be good that he doesn't make the Saints. But running backs wise, they got Kamara. I mean, Kendre Miller, it's always like, this is his year. Yeah. And then rookies, Marcus Yarns from Delaware, Devin Neal, the real deal with Devin Neal from Kansas. Clyde's in there too, local hero from LSU. So I don't know if Cam's a lock to make that team. So we might be able to just pick him up as a free agent. And for that, we thank you. It'd be good. Thomas Larson, now that we saw a few passes to Addison and Oliver, do you think JJ will have an insane year with passing, or will he be under the radar? PS, I think he will do great this season. I think it says more about Addison and Oliver, right? But also, I think it speaks to what McCarthy will be asked to do. Because you look at Caleb Williams in Chicago, you look at Drake May in New England, you look at Jaden in Washington. Like, those guys are asked to carry their entire team. JJ's not going to be asked to do that, right? Offensively, the weapons are there. It's sort of a take a profit, paint by numbers situation. The offensive line will not ideally be healthy and be good to go. You have Kevin O'Connell who's going to put him in good situations. So I do feel like he will be in that game manager type role where he doesn't have the weight of the world on his shoulders. Now, if and when he signs a second contract with the Vikings and he's getting paid top tier money, and then the talent around him can't be paid as much, then he has to carry the team, right? So that's the inflection point where that's the plan of having a quarterback on his rookie deal. Surround him with talent, and then eventually, after he's 3, 4, 5 years into the NFL, he sees enough where he can carry your team, ideally, and he can carry on lesser players. But I think it speaks to just the effing talent around him, man. It's gonna be good. All right, lastly, blast from the past. Jim McKenzie had a question on former Vikings running back Terry Allen. If Allen had stayed with the Vikings for his career and had the same stats he earned elsewhere, where would he rank versus all-time great running backs? My top 5 would be Adrian, Terry Allen, Robert Smith, Chuck Foreman, Dalvin Cook. His career stats below. So Terry Allen. So Terry Allen was a bad dude, man. So the pride of Clemson, and he came in as like a 9th round pick or something like that. He had a really horrific knee injury, missed the 1993 season, but he was good. He was good, man. And I remember as a kid watching him growing up. Like that 94 team was Warren Moon. It was Terry Allen and Chris Carter. CC had 122 catches that year, back-to-back 122 season. But Terry Allen had 4 seasons of 1,000-yard rushing. Was a competent receiver out of the backfield as well. 92, 49 catches, 478 and 2. So I feel like if he didn't have that knee, like, sure, he'd be up there with the top 5 all-time Vikings, right? And then had a sojourn, went to Washington, and then sort of bounced around the league, 4 teams in 4 years to finish things out. And he just narrowly missed the Super Bowl every time. So he's with the 99 Patriots, and then he was with the 2001 Ravens. So, but like I said, Terry Allen was a dude, man. He was solid. Anyways, that's it. That's at Q&A for this beautiful day. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.